In your first alert forecast to kick off the day really on a mild note, but that fog forming. We've got another handful of schools going back. We got Claiborne and Anderson and Knox counties to name a few, but it is a hot day ahead. So morning temperature is mild at 70 degrees. Reminding the kids standing at the bus stop, especially in that fog, to stay up in the grass just because it can be hard for some of those drivers to see this morning with your sunrise at 6:49 and 70 degrees. Even mapping the layers of fog that'll be spreading out over the next couple of hours to give you a heads up where that fog forms and then fades away with just some scattered clouds. Late morning, then notice first couple little blips of rain try to develop. Midday dismissals. Actually, keep in mind we do have a couple of showers and storms bubbling up, so you can see these very isolated downpours dotted here along the edge of the plateau, trying to go ahead and come down into the valley at the Tennessee-Kentucky line. We're actually going to keep it overall isolated coverage. Around 2 o'clock, a couple of those storms continue to develop along the edge of the plateau, like Spring City through parts of Roane to Morgan County. Seeing a couple of downpours and storms in Anderson to Campbell County. At the Tennessee-Kentucky line, there's still that lone storm trying to bubble up around Knox County as well. Going into your afternoon, 2 to 3 o'clock, still spotty at 5 o'clock. Here at the Tennessee-Kentucky line, a couple of spots in Southern Valley and foothills and mountains as well to round out the day. So we're really peaking at a 20% coverage, and then it fades away after we lose the heat of the day. At least we can lose that fog this morning, have that mix of sun and clouds, and still plenty of heat. We're right around normal heat. Problem is also plenty of humidity, so it's actually going to feel more like mid-90s this afternoon. So notice how quickly we warm. 81 at 11, high today 88. It's feeling about 7 degrees warmer. That's the point we're at with this tropical level of humidity. So in the forecast where you live, just remind yourself that it actually feels more like mid-90s for most, closer to low 90s is what it'll feel like on the plateau. So let me zoom in here so you can find your town. Forecast where you live heats up to 88 today, Knoxville, 89 Sweetwater, and 87 in Kingston. You're topping out around 84 in Crossville. Again, you can see close in pause here with a couple of those storms bubbling up. That'll at least give you a cool down. 86 your high today, Oneida to La Follette, 87 in Middlesboro to Newport, and 88 in Strawberry Plains. Now tomorrow morning, bands of fog again. Sound familiar? The difference here tomorrow, though, is we'll go ahead and have some isolated rain and storms bubbling up midday, and they become more scattered. We're looking at a 40% coverage for your Tuesday afternoon and evening. Some scattered rain and storms in parts of the valley and foothills and mountains tomorrow along the plateau, Tennessee-Kentucky line. It'll get back to spotty to end the day tomorrow. But all in all, we're going to be pulsing up a few more storms before that front comes in midweek. So that's where we see these scattered downpours. Again, these streaks of about a half an inch to an inch in your blues, and you see those little purple dots in there. That's those spikes up of even 1.5 to 2 inches. So we do still have a few good downpours just pooling up all that high humidity into a good downpour in parts of our area. Jumping ahead to your Wednesday, this is where it gradually increases in coverage. So we're still looking spotty rain and storms, scattered afternoon. Looks pretty similar, but notice now there's more bands coming in to end the day. So this is where that coverage goes up, and this is a front bringing in more organized lines of rain and storms at times. Even again, Wednesday night, kind of a little pause there. Thursday morning, a little pause here. Actually, it's starting to taper back off Thursday afternoon. That's where we make a transition with that front moving through. So we go up in coverage Wednesday to Wednesday night and Thursday morning, come back down. But notice what it also does to bring down those temperatures. In fact, it's going to kind of like a squeegee wipe out that humidity, which is what gives us some nice, cool, refreshing mornings by this weekend and a few really just peaceful days, just below average temperatures.